Every March and September, the UK car market gets a jolt. These months aren't just dates on the calendar, they're milestones for car owners and dealerships across the country. The anticipation builds as the seasons change, and everyone in the industry gears up for what's coming next. This year, it's the arrival of the new 26 registration plates. These fresh plates are more than just a legal requirement, they're a symbol of something new, a badge that says, you're up to date. For many drivers, this is more than just a change in numbers. It's kind of a national event, with dealers lining up shiny new models, banners flying, and buyers rushing to be first. The buzz is everywhere. Showrooms are packed, and there's a real sense of excitement in the air as people come to see the latest models and maybe even drive away in one. People talk about getting a new 26 plate, and social media fills up with proud owners posting their latest cars. It's a moment to show off, to celebrate, and to share with friends and family. For some, it's a tradition to snap a photo with their new car and post it online. The reason? Well, in the UK, number plates don't just tell you when a car was registered. They also shape how much your car is worth. The plate is a quick way for anyone to judge a car's age, and that can mean a big difference in value, sometimes thousands of pounds. When the plates flip from 25 to 26, every car with the older plate suddenly feels a little less special. Even if it's only a few months old, it's now seen as last year's model, and that can sting for owners hoping to sell or trade in. It's almost like the difference between having the newest phone and last year's model. Everyone wants the latest, and the older version just doesn't have the same appeal, even if it works perfectly well. The market reacts, and so do buyers and sellers. Prices shift, deals are made, and everyone tries to get the best value, whether they're buying new, trading in, or selling privately. It's a busy, competitive time for everyone involved. This plate change happens twice a year, but the March one is especially important. It's the bigger of the two, setting the tone for the rest of the year and often bringing the highest sales figures. It marks the start of the motoring year, and car makers save their best deals for launch day. Special offers, discounts, and finance packages are everywhere, making it the perfect time for buyers to snap up a bargain or upgrade to something new. If you own a car, or plan to buy or sell, the new 26 plates can change your plans and your wallet overnight. Suddenly, your car's value might drop, or you might find a great deal on a nearly new model. Understanding how these plates affect car values is key. A little research can help you make smarter decisions, whether you're looking to upgrade, sell, or just hold on to your car for a bit longer. Whether you want to make money, save money, or just avoid a bad deal, knowing the game puts you in the driver's seat. Stay informed, and you'll be ready to make the most of this big moment in the UK car world. When the clock strikes midnight on plate change day, something odd happens in the world of cars. It's a moment that car dealers and buyers alike watch closely, because it signals a sudden shift in value that can catch many people off guard. Suddenly, cars with the old 25 plate are worth less, even though nothing else has changed about the car itself. The engine, the mileage, even the smell of newness inside, none of that matters as much as the number on the plate. Dealers call it instant depreciation. It's a phenomenon that happens overnight, and it's all down to perception and timing. In simple terms, your car becomes last year's model in a single night, just because the plate has changed. It's a harsh reality for anyone who bought just before the switch. This isn't just about flashy sports cars or expensive SUVs either. The effect ripples through the entire market, touching every type of vehicle. Even small family cars get hit by this sudden drop in value. No one is immune, whether you drive a luxury saloon or a practical hatchback. Let's say you bought a hatchback in February 2026 with a 25 plate, thinking you'd gotten a great deal. On March 1st, someone else buys the exact same car, but with a 26 plate. Suddenly, your car feels a step behind, even though it's barely been driven. Yours is only a few weeks older, but it could now be worth hundreds less when you try to sell it or trade it in. That's a big hit for such a small difference in age. Why does this happen? The car hasn't changed, just the plate. It's all about how buyers see value and what they want to show off on their driveway. But buyers want the newest one possible, so dealers lower prices on older plates to keep them moving. It's a cycle that repeats every time new plates are released. The result, last month's car feels second best, and its value drops quickly, even if it's still in perfect condition. If you're thinking of selling, this can be a nasty shock. Many owners are surprised at how much value their car loses overnight. If you're buying, it can mean big savings, if you time your move right. Dealers are often eager to clear out older plate stock, so bargains can be found. Knowing when this drop happens helps you avoid the worst of it. By planning your purchase or sale around plate change dates, you can make smarter decisions and keep more money in your pocket. There's something about being first. Owning a car with the latest plate feels like a badge of honor. It shows you're up to date, maybe even a little ahead of the curve. Car makers and dealers know this, and they play on it with ads promising the new 26 plate on your driveway first. It's not just about showing off either. People believe a newer plate means a better, fresher car, even if the model hasn't changed at all. For buyers, a 26 plate means more years before the car feels old. For sellers, it means their car will be easier to sell and likely at a better price, but there's a downside. This craving for the latest can make us overlook good deals. Last year's plate might be cheaper, but some buyers won't even consider it. It's a bit like ignoring a sale on your favorite trainers just because the box is last season's color. This new plate fever has real effects on prices. It keeps the cycle going. When a new plate arrives, old ones tumble in value, and the race begins again. With every plate change, there are winners and losers. New car buyers who time it right become winners. They get the latest plate, boost their car's future value, and can even grab special deals. Dealers often throw in extras, like free services or insurance to attract early birds. But if you bought a new car just before the plate change, you might lose out. Your car turns old in the eyes of the market almost overnight. When you try to sell, you'll find it's worth less, even if it's nearly brand new. Private sellers of used cars with the old plate are also hit hardest. On the other hand, savvy used car buyers can win big. Dealers are keen to shift old plate models fast, so discounts appear. If you don't care about having the absolute newest plate, you can get a nearly new car for much less. In the end, who wins or loses depends on timing. Knowing when to make your move is the secret to staying ahead. Depreciation might sound like a complicated financial term, but it's really just a big word for a simple idea. Cars lose value as they get older, and this happens to every car on the road. The moment you drive a new car off the lot, it starts to be worth less than what you paid for it. This is something every car owner faces, whether you're buying new or used. The biggest drop in value usually comes in the very first year of ownership, and in the UK, the plate change can make that drop even steeper. When the registration plates change, it's like drawing a line in the sand. Suddenly, last season's cars look a lot older to buyers, even if they're only a few months apart. When a new plate comes in, cars with the older plate often take a bigger hit in value than they would at any other time of year. This is especially true for popular models, where buyers have lots of choices. Let's break it down with a real-world example to see how this works. Imagine you buy a small hatchback for £18,000 on a 25 plate in February. Just a few weeks later, when the 26 plate comes out in March, that same car might only fetch £16,500 if you tried to sell it. That's a loss of £1,500 in a matter of weeks, simply because of the new plate. That's £1,500 gone almost overnight. It's a sharp reminder of how quickly values can change, especially around plate change season. But here's something important. After a year or two, the difference between a March and September car from the same year becomes much smaller. The timing of your purchase or sale matters most in the short term, right around when plates change. So, what can you do to make the numbers work for you instead of against you? If you're looking to buy, keep an eye out for deals on cars with the outgoing plate right after the new plates launch. Dealers often discount these cars to clear space for new stock, and you can save thousands just by being flexible on the plate. If you're selling, try to beat the rush. List your car before the new plates arrive, when demand is higher and prices haven't dropped yet. Or, if you miss that window, consider waiting until later in the year when prices have settled and there's less competition. Remember, depreciation isn't always a bad thing. While it can sting if you're selling, it also means there are fantastic bargains out there for buyers. If you're smart about timing and do your research, you can find nearly new cars at a fraction of their original price, making depreciation work in your favor, not against you. Car values don't just change with the plates. Other factors play a big role too. Car theft has been rising, especially for popular models and new plates. Thieves know that a 26 plate car is more likely to be wanted, so it can be at greater risk. This pushes up insurance costs, which in turn affects resale values. Diesel cars face their own problems as well. Rules on emissions are getting stricter, and cities are charging more for older diesels. This means diesel cars, especially with older plates, can lose value faster than petrol or electric models. Buyers are now more cautious, which can make selling a diesel car trickier. Insurance companies also use your car's plate to work out premiums. Newer plates can mean higher repair costs or a bigger target for thieves, so prices go up. All of this affects how much your car is worth to buyers and dealers. Knowing these extra pressures helps you plan. It's not just about the plates. Think about the Begenscher. Pamijendari Kingi or Binanin Abat Spakbarduri RE. So, what's the best way to protect your car's value? First, timing is everything. If you're selling, try to do it before the new plates arrive. This way, your car won't seem outdated the moment the new plate drops. If you're buying, be patient, wait for the rush to die down, then snap up a deal on a nearly new, old plate car. Keep your car clean, serviced, and with good records. A well-looked-after car can hold value better, even if the plate is one number behind. Fit a tracker or extra security, especially if you have a new plate or a car that's in demand. This can also lower your insurance. If you have a diesel, keep an eye on local rules. You might want to sell before charges rise or switch to petrol or electric for better future value. Finally, don't be afraid to ask dealers for extras, like free servicing, warranty, or insurance. They want your business, especially around plate change time. History shows us that every plate change brings the same pattern. When the 24 plates came out, prices for 23 plate cars dropped quickly. Dealers offered discounts to clear old stock, and buyers who timed it right saved thousands. Take the case of Amy, who bought a 23 plate SUV in late February 2024. By March, the same car was selling for £800 less on dealer forecourts. She wished she'd waited a few weeks. On the flip side, her friend Tom waited until the 24 plate rush was over and picked up a nearly new 23 plate hatchback at a bargain price. These stories repeat every year. Sometimes the gap is bigger for popular models or those about to get replaced. Other times, a big change, like a new emission rule, hits diesel values even harder. Learning from what happened before can help you make smarter choices. The plate may change, but the game remains the same. The new 26 plates are more than just numbers. They're a signal to the market, a message to buyers and sellers, and a trigger for fast-changing car values. If you understand how and why prices move, you can save yourself a headache or even make some money. Don't get swept up in the rush for the newest plate if it doesn't matter to you. There are bargains to be had on nearly new cars, and smart sellers can get ahead by moving early. Watch out for extra risks like theft or diesel rules, and always keep your car in top shape. In the end, being informed is your best tool. The more you know, the better your choices, whether you're buying, selling, or just enjoying the ride. When the plates change, be ready to make your move. The road ahead is yours.